your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the testimony you will give, so help you God?
I do. Hey, yo, what's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Rozelle. Now I'm here with my boy
Roman Christopher.
I'm also here with my boy.
Yaiko.
And you already know what it is, yo. This is 860's Blunt Truth, where we tell nothing but the truth, the whole truth, and only the truth. Let's get it. Yo, mama, that going, papa, that wrong. That nigga right there was a deadbeat. That shit right there me headstrong.
You guys are now rocking with 860's Blunt Truth once again. Thanks for tuning back in. I am your moderator / instigator, Roman Christopher. These are my co-hosts, Yaiko with the merch, Rozelle with the Truth Serum, aka Broquito, the drink of the 860's Blunt Truth Show / podcast. This is brought to you by Broquito. And this is episode 26, y'all. Basically, so it's Blunt Truth. We moving, y'all. So before we get started, we was actually talking about this venue that we're planning. You know, you guys got to start hitting us up, man. Let us know if y'all want to do this, because this is beneficial to all of us. We're thinking about doing it on an anniversary, which makes it even more sweeter. So let us know if y'all interested, so we can get this thing, you know, moving.
Absolutely.
Facts.
So yeah,
it
we're gonna
can't
get
happen without your support. So
yeah, facts. We need y'all, and I would say y'all need us, but y'all just need our truth. That's all y'all really need. You know what I'm saying?
That's all we giving them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. Nothing more. You know what I'm saying? Just strong, intelligent opinions. You know what I'm saying? And then it's up to you, the listener, to decide whether you agree or disagree.
right.
That's fact.
But the problem is, right, is that people do agree and people do disagree. But a lot of them aren't typing it down in the comments. We need to see it in the comments so we can respond to you.
Exactly. It's crazy because now that you say that, you know, we were talking about it before. I was getting inboxes on my messenger, and everybody's like, "Oh, keep me anonymous." For what? And y'all had some good points. Y'all had good things to say about episodes, and you had some advice on certain stuff you wanted to hear and stuff. So it was cool. But why be anonymous unless you got something to hide?
Right.
Yeah, I think it's one of two things. It's either they're afraid of repercussions, which I guess I could understand, but I don't really care about this worldly matter stuff. So even if they threaten to take my life or whatever, like do what you want, bro. Like I'll be back. But
nah, not today.
But no, the other side of it is some people are afraid to throw their hat in the beginning. They don't want to be the first ones, so that people look at them and be like, you supported them and look, they failed. You looking silly. Da da da. Like, look, man, don't be afraid to jump in because we're not going nowhere.
And I don't mean to cut you off because we don't do that here, hardly.
Yeah.
But I just want to say, this is the first show of 2025.
Right.
Yeah.
Actual and factual. And guess what, guys? I'm the only one that wore a shirt.
Oh shit.
As you can see,
James
Roman Christopher
Sloan.
and Yahiko are both in our comfortable wear. We both just got out of a long day of work. It is late at night, and we are going straight to bed. So I'm gonna tell you like this: I will 860 out the next time. I
guess I can't make no excuses. It only takes 2 seconds to put on the shirt the same way it takes 2 seconds to subscribe and like. Oh.
Just down with a left hook and then a jab.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy, right? We set up the combo real quick.
Yep.
But yo, as you guys can see, Rozelle is now the DJ.
Hey, I'm out here.
I'm
I'm out here just pressing buttons.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is, though. I'm out here, though.
Oh,
Yep.
he be pushing buttons too. Y'all should have seen him behind the scenes. Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
definitely push
shit.
buttons.
He always got
That's
something
my
to say.
my job to push buttons.
I'll tell you, he's great at his job.
Master debater
That's
slash
right.
button pusher.
That's right.
Habitual line
debater.
stepper.
Yo, that's about a stick. Rozelle, A60's Rozelle, the master debater. That's about a stick. Watch.
Yeah.
Right, that's what they say. Habitual line stepper.
Yeah. I forgot how did I say it? I was like, well, what do you call somebody who gets a master's degree in debating? A master debater, and that is Rozelle.
Yeah.
Master debater. He'll debate you on anything. He could be totally wrong.
Wrong.
And he will debate you on anything.
Far from the truth. Far from the truth.
And we already see the sound effect's gonna be biased as fuck too.
Oh shit.
Bias.
Oh shit.
Biased as
Biased.
fuck. Watch. As
Definitely
soon as I
not.
say something he'll agree with.
Oh shit. Hit him
Look,
with
you
the
see?
titty sound.
Yeah.
Hey yo, you know what's crazy? We might have a classing session before the show even started. This is the first time in 26 episodes that we might have a classing
And
session
all I said
before the
was
episode
that.
starts.
And all I said was that I was wearing a shirt. That's all I said.
Yeah.
I mean, then we.
You know why it make me mad though? Because
We
I'm
here
the
from
merch
there.
guy and I don't even have enough shirts for myself.
We're
I ain't
here
make all
from
that.
there.
For
What's
my
go-
size.
What's going on?
That's crazy.
2025. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get into
Yeah.
that for real. So what you have for us today?
What a great way to start the show. Yeah, so so I'm pretty sure people out there, and I know you guys for sure heard about the truck crash in New Orleans. Yeah, on Bourbon Street.
Right.
They say it's a crowded place, you know, usually a lot of pedestrians and things like that. And it was definitely gonna be a target eventually. They said in 2017 they were saying this. And it ended up being a target. And this guy basically he went around barricades, all that shit. He crashed into 45 people, killed 15, injured 30. They say he had an ISIS flag in the car, and they went on his social media, and he was influenced by ISIS, which we're gonna debate that as well. He was born in America. He was I don't even know how to say it. I want to say Muslim. He was also an ex-soldier. He was in the military. He was
US
also
soldier?
Yep. Yeah, he was a soldier in the military. I'm not sure if it was Marines or what it was, but he was a U.S. soldier. He did get a how you say it. He does have a record for stealing. They said. And he was a businessman afterwards. So he was doing his own business. And the reason why I bring this up, well, we're gonna bring up the second part of this. This is actually a part 1 and a part 2. But I want to know what you guys think about this. And as always, we're gonna start with you, Rozelle. And before you even go, if there's anybody that wants to be a special guest on the show today, please inbox me and we can send you a link. Hopefully it's new special guests so we can get this thing moving. But I do enjoy having our
What
special
up,
guest
what
that's been
up,
on
Mark?
already before.
I'm sorry.
So,
What's going on to Margie, Greg
Mhm.
Hunt, and Marcus Babone? I
Hey,
see you all
yo,
tuned in.
Yo.
What's going on, y'all?
What up?
Anyways, what I think, bro.
Before we move forward though, to Margie.
yeah, I was
The
just about to say
gift.
that. I was just about to
Now
say that.
I want to say that was very kind to you from the bottom of all our hearts at A6 Souls But Truth. That was an amazing gift that you
Yes.
sent us. We
Yes.
really appreciate it. We appreciate your support. So thank you for that.
If you don't know what we're speaking of, fellas, one of the listeners, a very dedicated listener, very devoted listener, actually got us all Christmas gifts.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
And we totally appreciate that from the bottoms.
To the fullest.
Yo, facts.
Facts.
And it wasn't just some, it was actually, the gift was really
Oh,
dope. The
Yo,
shit was
great.
Dope.
It was.
dope.
The dope is good. Yo, she got us all Lifestraws. If anybody knows what Lifestraws is, it's a straw you use to drink from pond water, contaminated water, whatever. It's gonna filter out 99.99% of all contaminants.
Yep. I believe it's up to 1,000 gallons.
1,000
That's
gallons.
crazy.
One straw to filter 1,000 gallons. So if you don't know about that, you guys need to get on it. For all my friends and family, for all the listeners who don't know about Lifestraws,
Right.
y'all need to go look it up and order some for your family because it might come a time when you're gonna need it.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
facts. And I'm pretty sure it feels like it's coming sooner than later.
Facts.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
And thanks to Margie, I got mine.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
mine.
facts.
Shit.
I got mine.
You know,
And let me
like,
tell you, the flip side to the gift and what's so courteous about it to me is the fact that it shows she's been listening to the show because
Exactly.
we mentioned it, she got it, and that was amazing. And so we appreciate your support. We thank you for rocking with us.
That's fact.
And you know,
Big round of applause for Marjorie. We highly appreciate you.
yeah.
So yeah, let's get back into this topic. Roselle, on you. You remember what the topic was?
Hey, yo, Marcus. Oh, yo, you are definitely welcome. She said it was a New Year's Eve gift, so excuse us for that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's New Year's Eve or Christmas, goddamn, it was a gift, and we appreciated
Yep.
it.
yes, without a doubt.
Yo, Marcus, definitely go get some for you and your family, bro. Them
Thanks.
Lifestraws is where it's at, bro. 100%. You know what I'm saying? I put my life on that, bro. Those is where it's at.
Who that?
Bro.
Marcus Pabon?
Yeah, my
Yo,
man,
listen,
Marcus.
let's do like a brother to me, man. Yo, listen, from the bottom of my heart, brother, go get one of those. Go
Yeah,
get
facts.
one of those, at least 3 or 4,
Yo.
because you got a beautiful family. Yo,
Yo.
that shit is gonna be helpful.
I
And
think,
think
I'm
about
not
it
even,
like-
I'm not even promoting this shit, so we're not getting paid for this shit. So Lifestraw, if you see us and you want to slide us something for this shit, hey, yo, I think you can get them on Amazon for like a pack of 6. I'm sorry, a pack of 5 for like $40 some shit, yo. Which means that's like less than $10 a straw, bro. Big win.
Yeah, facts.
Big win.
That's crazy.
Big win.
And I try to tell you guys, like this, like when we received these gifts, I was skeptical. At first. I had to ask him where he got it from because I wanted to make sure it wasn't something that we piss off the wrong person and they decided to send us something. But when he told me it was from a listener, I was touched. I thought that was really, really cool.
Yeah,
Man.
facts. Honestly,
really
I'm
dope.
kind of upset at myself that I didn't even bring the straw with me to show it on the show.
Right.
As well.
Same
As well.
here.
And for that, we apologize, but we
Yeah.
will bring it on our next
For
show
sure.
if we remember. Now,
For
me,
sure. For
I'm
sure.
sure I
me
will be
and
pissing pretty
now,
soon,
me
so I
and
might just go
Yako-
grab it.
Me and Yako, we have excuses. We smoke pot.
Oh
Yes.
shit.
This dude right here,
Oh
Mr.
shit.
Clean, Mr. Clean right here.
I'm supposed to be the instigator.
Yeah, no excuse.
I do have an excuse.
What? The broquito. See what I'm saying?
Broquito.
Once again, the black man gets blamed for everything.
Oh shit! He took
One
it there.
Oh,
Toot,
I'm
toot,
always
toot.
thinking
Shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? He gonna be biased with it, yo. You gotta catch
I
it.
put it in there.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah,
But then who
but
knows? Because it is broquito. I might be taking a piss soon, so I'll go grab that straw if I have a chance to.
But back to the question at hand.
Let's do it.
I don't know if he was Muslim or not. Like I was saying to you earlier, I have a cousin, you know what I'm saying, named Jabbar.
Yep.
Just because his name is Jabbar, that doesn't mean he's Muslim. Or that doesn't mean he grew up Muslim.
Yeah.
I had a friend who passed away named Jihad.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to my man Jihad Smith. He didn't grow up Muslim, but his name was Jihad. But if you look at his name on paper, you might think he's Muslim. Jihad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So that doesn't just because his name was Jabbar or some shit, Aladdin Jabbar, whatever his name was, don't mean he was Muslim. And even if he was, so what? This is America. You know what I'm saying? We're composed of many different nationalities. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I think they try to play on the whole Muslim thing because what they want to do is have America in an uproar, or like always, slip something by our side behind us,
Smoke screen.
smoke screens, while they doing something over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's show them this tragedy, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna blame the Muslims. So America now is turned and it has an enemy. America now has an enemy, and it's once again the Muslims. You know what I'm saying? And while they're doing all that, these motherfuckers is doing all kind of shit on our back.
Right.
I mean, that's what I feel. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
I believe this shit is all just smoke and mirrors for what's really going on.
Not to mention, they try to put it all on ISIS. They said he had an ISIS flag. They said he was influenced on social media by ISIS.
No. Was he the one? I thought the white guy had the ISIS flag on the Tesla.
No, they said the pickup truck had the
Pickup truck had the ISIS flag.
yep.
Okay.
But
I
because
didn't know,
we're
guys.
getting into the Tesla thing, but but they are linked because of the military. But we're gonna get into that after
Exactly.
This one. Exactly.
I want to hear what Yiko thinks of this whole
For
thing.
sure.
Yiko.
The situation, so there's a lot that I'm reading into this right now. Distraction big time.
Facts.
And it's all about exploiting as many tragic incidents as possible while throwing out as many questionable information, things that they say this, they retract it, they say that, they retract this, and then finally, oh no, we caught the person as this. So now they just put out 3 different truths to keep you searching and wondering and guessing and plotting. You know what we need to start doing is just going straight into the depths of the fucking serpent's lair and get down to it. We need to take our country back, y'all. We need to be a united nation. There's no way any, like, no, it's straight. I'm trying to gather my thoughts because there's no way that there isn't a single person in America or any other country on the face of this planet who doesn't realize that there are certain people in charge that either have always been in charge or seem to pass the gauntlet down. But it's always a relatively narcissistic, a very what do I want to say, narcissistic, depleting and separating nation that we live in, because everybody thinks that they're better than somebody else. Everybody believes that their fight is the most important fight and what matters the most in the moment. And we all forget about each other. We all forget about the fact that we're all suffering on a certain level. And when we start to lose sight of that fact, because listen, somebody can stub their toe for the first time and get shot for the first time and both say that was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. If you've never felt anything else before, it's the only description you have. So in my mind, the moment we set aside, like, listen, we have a right to have grievances, but in the process of having our disagreements and our grievances, we also still need to be willing to say, okay, I accept that I can't get everything my way. I accept that you have feelings about something. Maybe we can work something out.
So you believe that it was all a smoke screen then?
I believe it was a smokescreen. I believe that because our nation is the way that it is, that the fact is they can put out as much media as they can. They have all these different smoke screens set up. And we're going to go into another topic later on in our show that is going to really, lay the foundation to what I'm saying now.
I'm sorry, Yiko. Cameraman's having a difficult time here on
I'm not gonna lie, it's distracting me. It's distracting me just a little bit. I can't front, bro. Like, oh no, what happened? He just destroyed everything. You know what we call that in Spanish? We call that mete mano.
It's still there though.
It's still there, but
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was. I'm not gonna lie, the whole motion thing was kind of giving me motion sickness the way he was moving the camera. So I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
We good.
That's that broquito.
We good, fellas. I had to get the sound better for them.
Oh shit.
I know the sound was all right, but I know the sound is way better now.
Yeah.
So
So
visual. I think the visual good. We can't see Roselle. The ghost, the invisible man.
I've been timid.
The invisible man.
Like he said, you gotta hear him anyway. You be listening to what he's saying. But
just listen to me.
Right.
But going back to what I was saying, you're right on what you said. It's a smoke screen. It's an agenda. Look at the bigger picture.
And hypothetically, allegedly, for educational purposes, we're just joking around. Anybody just want to, don't ban us, don't erase us. All right, keep going.
Right. So now, the whole tie-in with ISIS. Let me get into that real quick, because from what I understand, ISIS was actually a anti-terrorist group that was formed in the Iraq by American soldiers because they saw how fucked up our country actually is.
Yeah.
And the real reasons why they went overseas to fight wars was for political gain rather than for the sake of people. And they were out there murdering innocent people that were just trying to defend their country from invaders, allegedly. So, with all of this alleged information, we're going to sit back and we're really going to say that ISIS is a bad guy. And now we're going to throw out there these two nationwide events that took place that are now big news. And we're going to throw ISIS name out there because we have to paint these dudes as a bad guy. Maybe ISIS is actually forming a bigger group than we know, and they're an actual threat. Because I'll tell you right now, if they formed under the banner that they claim they formed under, which is because they saw how fucked up our country is, then I understand.
Yo, Marcus said, the narrative of news and stories is always controlled by them. They only let you hear what they want you to hear and want you to believe.
Facts.
Of course.
I'm glad you brought that up. I was about to bring that up.
The fact that it's always been that way. They always gonna let you know only what they want you to know, and never nothing more.
That's why. That's why I'm telling you, keep your ears to the ground. But whatever they say, think it's the opposite.
Just know there's always going to be a smoke screen somewhere. They're gonna have you watching something because they're doing something on the other side.
And hello to Gloria Fuller. She's watching. Hello, Gloria.
Hey, Gloria, how you doing?
Thanks for watching, tuning in again. Shout out Garcia Ortiz as well. And Marcus,
exactly.
Hey man, if you want to get on the show, just let me know. Hit us up actually right here. Leave a comment, let us know, and I'll show you how to. You can jump right on the show right now from where you at.
Yeah,
so
via email.
Yes, sir.
That could be all your boys. You heard?
Yes, sir. So yeah, leave a comment right here and just let us know, and then you can inbox me. Hit me on that.
And you'll be on this bitch within 10 minutes.
5 seconds.
Normally weed like settles me. This shit got the opposite effect. It's making me want to move. Like I'm like I don't know what I got. Man.
Okay.
This just got me moving. Like, and no, it's not laced or anything like that. It's probably just the upper.
I wish.
I'm going to light it right now, but it's all good though.
Unfortunately, guys. I mean, unfortunately, all I have is this, but this is enough.
What about the white guy with the Tesla? Let's stay on track.
Was it a guy or was it a girl?
We're gonna get into that.
As a guy.
Excuse me. Yeah, that was a guy as well. So the second part of this story was it was a Cybertruck, a Tesla Cybertruck. It was a rental. It wasn't even owned. They rented it, and then they put explosives or gasoline or something. They blew the truck up in front of a Trump hotel, and it was symbolism for Elon Musk and Trump. Tesla, Trump hotel.
Of course.
This happened just hours after that stuff happened with the truck in New Orleans, and come to find out, the two people that actually did these things were both in the same unit in the military. So it seems like something big going on. But I do want to get y'all take on this because they are linked, and I know that you guys got an open mind. So I want to hear this.
Something big is going on. America, do not be misconstrued. Do not be misled. We are at war. You may not see it because it hasn't manifested fully yet. It's in its larva stage. It's in its larva stage, and you don't see what's happening behind the scenes. But don't be mistaken, we are at war, and I suggest that each and everybody start making preparations for the worst. Hope for the best, pray for the best, you know what I'm saying? But make preparations for the worst because it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. I mean, whether you guys believe me or not, it's coming.
Yeah, all the signs are there. Real quick before you go, Yaiko, Marcus actually replied back, and I feel him on this. He said, "That's dope. I got to smoke and get my mind right to have combos like this. So gotta have an open mind to different beliefs. I'll let you know when I'm ready." Laugh out loud, and I agree. But that's what we do on the show, brother. I got a drink. I can't smoke, but you know what I mean? AC Souls Blunt Truth, spark up with us, get right while we have these combos. So for sure, we don't judge and none of that. It's just all open minded stuff. We do debate, but at the end of the day, we respect each other's beliefs to the fullest because it's all we all learning from each other. So
Absolutely.
let us know when you're ready. If it's today, it's today. If you got to wait another week, we trying to get on every Friday to do these shows so they can drop on Sunday. So let us know. Geico.
I definitely feel it's connected. It could be one of two ways. It's either they're from ISIS and that's legit, and they formed a plan, and it could have just been them too as an isolated faction, or maybe they just had the same plan and didn't even realize what I don't know. Um, but the flip side is they could have been a part of the, in my opinion, the MK Ultra project, which all soldiers are subject to every time that they go to war because they become traumatized, and that's the best way to start shaping and molding personalities. These people are professionals at this. They take these guys and they can do this. For somebody to own a business and be successful after having issues with stealing and stuff, and all of a sudden he's a completely different person. And let's be real about it. When people come back from the military, they don't come back for the better 90% of the time. So you flipped your whole script around and became a successful business person, and then you do something like this that doesn't add up in my mind.
Now is that our fault that they come back messed up like that? Like when I say ours, I mean America.
I believe that if they're fighting for a cause that's about lining somebody's pockets versus the lives of other human beings, then yeah, they come back really fucked up, and it is our fault because
Yeah. Especially with the sanitary class in session, but I don't know. Is that what we having right now?
That's where we're at because I totally believe.
Okay, so we have a class in
I
session, guys.
totally believe it's their fault.
The suspects, you saying?
The soldiers.
Okay.
how is it the soldiers' fault?
We have a
You know
class in
why?
session,
You know
y'all.
why?
I wish I could stick around for the whole thing. I got to take a piss. This bro
It's,
Tito
it's,
for real.
it's their fault because the simple fact, bro, is that they choose to enlist in the army. Now, while choosing to enlist, you know that there's a great chance you might get inducted into war. When in war, you're gonna see murder, you're gonna see abuse, torture, um, a bunch of heinous shit that you signed up to maybe see one day. Hopefully not, but maybe see one day. So when you sign up and you agree to enter a unit, Marines, Army, Navy, Air Force, it's like saying I agree that one day I may see murder, torture, and homicide
Right?
on
I get that.
on a mass level. Now, if there's a draft and people are drafted into the Army, the Navy, Marine, Air Force, and they never really wanted to go, and they go and see all this heinous shit and come back fucked up, then it's America's fault. But if you choose to go to the Army or any other unit and come back fucked up, that's your fault.
I don't think that's fair though. And the reason why I say that, and let me just I'll put it to you like this: the reason why it's not fair is because they went into it. Some of them went into it with the idea that they were fighting for a noble cause, and then finding out later, yo, wait a minute, you got me out here killing women and children because all you wanted was oil, and you staged a whole 9/11 attack claiming that these people had weapons, and you got us in here telling us that we're looking for weapons of mass destruction, that they could be anywhere. We have to check everywhere, we have to check everything, and these people are trying to kill us because we're invading their territory.
Now, I see the point you're making. Now, my question is this: um, is it the fact that they maybe ultimately end up killing innocent people,
I
or
think you're close to your
or
mic.
if nah, they gave me perfectly fine. Trust me, they gave me, they gave me, bro. I'm in there.
I can't hear you.
Because when I get too close, then I'm real loud. And you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I got to the point
I
where
think that means he about to yell pretty soon.
yeah, I don't want to do all that. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm saying it's rare, yo.
Shit.
When I'm saying it's rare. When you do that, you know what I'm saying? And so you might put me off. I'm drunk and I'm high. You said that it's America's fault. What I'm saying is this here. Because America lied to him. Now, is it the fact that America lied to him that gives him PTSD and fucks him up? Or is it seeing the killings that they knew they might see going into the army?
I personally think it's a mix of both. I think they see the friends that they because they become brothers in there. And I believe they see them die in certain ways, but they're like, damn, that shit was traumatizing. But I do believe that they find out the reason why they're fighting and they don't agree with it. So I think it has a little mixture of both for me.
Right.
Personally.
And I think you need a mixture, but you need a mixture of the physical fear and then the traumatization of seeing things like loved ones and everything else. Like you need to have a combination of all that to break a person down. And then that's when you embed things into their personality. You can actually make somebody flip their entire life around and be a completely different person. And then at the drop of a hat, you give him 5 syllables and 3 numbers, and he's off running a mission.
And it's also on the person. I believe that they everybody handles things differently. And they might have been the type to lash out because they're like, yo, my brother just died in the most gruesome way because of a war that we shouldn't even be fighting. That's for the wrong reasons. But I don't agree with killing innocent people that have nothing to do with any of that shit.
Right.
If you have a problem with the government or the people that sent you, that's different. But you just killed 15 innocent people that were living their life and injured 30 as well, that were just living their life, being happy, doing what they love to do in life. And enjoying it.
But that's why I fully believe that it's the government, and they probably NK Ultra these guys made them go out and do this stuff so that they have, because look at all the news stations that are talking about it, and CNN, NBC, ABC, these are all that are bought out by them.
Now that was a contradiction. You say you call. See, one day you don't know the story, guys. One day, right? The little word of texting. Jaco texted me that I contradicted myself in one of the shows.
Oh shit!
And then he retracted his statement and apologized.
Yes, I did.
But I'm not gonna retract shit. Because right now he just said,
"Oh shit!"
He just said, "Yes, you have to have both." Meaning, there's the government and then there's what they've seen. Then he went right back to say it's the government. So which one is it? Is it?
No.
Are we still in a class in session right now?
I said when I said
we
both.
Never left.
When I said both, I said you need both. You need to have them traumatized physically, but you also have to traumatize them mentally and emotionally.
So not both, meaning what you said and what I said.
No, not both in that way. No. Both as in you need, like, for the MK Ultra to work, where he was saying like you need the physical trauma.
What he was saying, he believed it was both of what he believed it was what I was saying, and he believed that it was what.
And I wasn't even here to hear the whole thing either.
Yeah, and he said
that's crazy. So I knew.
So I don't know, Yaiko.
My shit, guys.
But what I'm saying is this: it's.
I didn't even notice.
No. Check it. There is traumatization on many levels.
Hold on, I'll look at that. I was gonna say, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. He's gonna stunt this now. Word to my mother. That's up in heaven.
Did you get the
straw? I was gonna say, and this. Hold on.
I hate get the straw, bro.
I was gonna say, fuck the straw. Sorry, man. Fuck the straw. I was gonna say, this nigga went out on a little piss break, trying to put on a Blunt Truth shirt.
Yeah.
I noticed as you walked in, bro.
Oh yeah.
I know everything, bro. I'm a ninja.
Limited edition. Special edition right here.
Yeah,
you feel me? I had to do it.
A one of one.
I had to do it. Yeah, it literally is a 1-1. That's fact. That's funny. I had to do it because he put us on blast with the shirt. He got us though.
Look, I'm gonna tell you guys.
He got one. I hope I redeemed at least half a 0.5 on that. At least half a point.
I have a lot of accounts that I need to raise prices on. That's just the facts. There's the cost for things. Okay. So, but what I'm gonna say is this, you know what I'm saying? Through y'all support, if y'all are really feeling the merch and y'all start putting in these orders, you know, I'll put in the legwork to make sure the product gets made. But right now, I haven't heard anything from many people. I have one order in the works, and Chase, don't worry, I ain't forget you. You know, the New Year's is settling down. I'm doing my thing right now, and I'll get back to you on all that stuff that you wanted.
Marcus, I'm sorry.
Nah, that's straight.
I was about to say Marcus Pabon agrees with us both. He says it's a mixture of both. You can know what you're signing up for, but you still don't know how it's going to make you feel like or what is the outcome of your mental will be after going through what you experienced at war.
That's a great point.
That is a good point because everybody handles things differently. Somebody might come out of that shit and not be phased at all.
True.
Other people might come out, you know, terrified and jumping at every little sound that they hear. So yeah, you got a good point.
Well, then them niggas should never signed up.
Oh no, I don't disagree with you. But you know what though? It's kind of like getting into a bad relationship. You don't realize how it is until you get in it, and then you like, shit, I can't get out.
There's red flags.
Oh yeah.
If you're a motherfucker who gets cut and can't stand inside of blood, so you go to the service. If you're a motherfucker who
okay, I see where you're going with it.
Motherfucker who can't stand to get needles, you go to the doctors. You pass the fuck out. You shouldn't go to goddamn to the service. If you're a nigga who don't like the 4th of July because you think it's just too goddamn loud, you shouldn't go to goddamn service. You know what I'm saying? Like there's red flags.
In a way, there is one thing that I can say though. I don't like needles at all, but I love tattoos. Like I literally sat there and got my whole chest and arm done right there.
Yeah.
And it didn't bother me. But a needle, and I guess it's just because you can adapt to the tattoo, and a needle is just a one-shot kill. Bang, in and out. Fuck. That shit hurt. That's some bullshit. I hate that shit.
Oh, I don't mind needles or tattoos.
I don't like the feeling of needles. It's just like I don't like the feeling. The tattoos, I can sit there. You could do my whole pause, but a female, anybody that do tattoos, they could do my whole body, and I won't even really feel it at all. I'll just be showing.
He's lying.
No, word everything.
No, word everything. There's certain parts on your body you're gonna feel it, bro. And
I've had them on them tender spots already. And I
ain't had my chest or my nipples done like that too. But what I've had was the inner side of my arm, the inner part of my arm, bro.
Oh yeah, that fleshy part.
Shit, yo, that shit hurts. I don't give a fuck what you say, bro.
Nah, I won't. I promise you.
Okay.
I've had around my nipples done. I had my chest plate done. I had my trap muscles done. I had my collarbone done, and nothing.
Yo, inner
those
thigh.
are sensitive. Those are sensitive spots. Maybe, yeah.
Maybe inner thigh, right?
Maybe the inner thigh.
Definitely testicles.
The neck. Nah, I don't know. I think I'll be straight with that. Maybe the rib cage.
Wait, the neck of the testicles. Which one you be straight with? Because you just we just said them both around the same time.
I was talking about the neck. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yo,
I think the testicle one.
Honestly,
I think anybody pass out.
Can I do something? Hold on. First of all, Marcus said.
Yeah.
Sometimes they sign up for opportunities and benefits. You're right. You know what I'm saying, but hey, that's your fuck up. That's
right.
Once again, that's your fuck up.
Right.
You join the military. You know what I'm saying, for benefits, but knowing that there's an opportunity, there's a chance you might see some heinous shit, and you don't like the sight of blood. You still join for the benefits. You go to war and see your friend's head get blown off. You come back fucked up. Who fault was it? The Army didn't say sign the lease with a Glock to your head. I mean, sign the contract with a Glock to your head. You went to that guy at the recruiter's office by your damn self. Yeah.
Not always. Jeff Baez, thanks for tuning in. He did continue on saying, other than being in the military, to be in the military and got set up signing up for something they wasn't ready for. Which I know what you're saying though, Razel, because I actually signed up for the military myself. My daughter was first born. I was gonna go to the Army, and I couldn't do it, bro, because they're like, yo, you got a year mandatory in Afghanistan. This was when that shit was starting off over there.
Right.
And I'm like, man, I can't do no year away from my daughter. She's just a baby. Like, that shit crazy.
No.
So in my mind, I wasn't ready for it, so I didn't do it.
I want to do something on the blunt truth that's never been done before.
Oh shit, Tommy watching.
Tommy
watching. Get on the live, my boy.
You joined in at the right time. You might about to hear a joke. You've never done a joke.
Let's do
You
it.
guys were talking about getting your tattoo penis, just not your penis tattoo.
Oh
just
hell
now.
no!
No.
That
I'm,
wasn't me.
no.
You're gonna
I
have to
just
hit
brought
that
it up.
Diddy.
I
You're
would
gonna have
never.
to hit that
Well,
Diddy sound effect. 'Cause that was, I don't know about that one. That's
No.
that's the
wrong one, but
he might have had that one too.
yeah,
He might have had that one too.
no.
That's
But
crazy.
he asked, "What did you mean?" I mean, this. I want to tell you a joke. I want to tell you a joke 'cause I'm drunk and I'm high. This is 2025. All right,
And I'm
guys,
more
you
than
ready?
likely gonna enjoy it because I'm drunk.
So, a white guy named Charlie, right, was in love with his wife, and he asked her to marry him, and she agreed. She said, "If you really love me, Charlie, why don't you do something like outstanding?" You know what I'm saying? He was like, "What, sweetie?" He says, "Well, why don't you tattoo my name on your dick?" Right?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So he's like, "You want me to tattoo the name Wendy on your dick?" She says, "Yes. Tattoo the name Wendy on my dick." So,
Wow.
It sounds crazy already. When
listen, right? So the dude's like, "Oh, you know what? For you, I'm gonna do this." He goes to the tattoo parlor. You know what I'm saying? There's a nice female tattooist, and she's like, "Yo, I want to get my fiance's name tattooed on the shaft of my dick." She says, "Okay, but in order to do that, you're gonna have to get hard." You know what I'm saying? So go in the room and do what you gotta do to get right. So the dude says, "Okay." He does it. He goes in the room, he gets right, he comes back out, right? She tattoos the name Wendy on his shit. Boom. So he brings it back home, right? And he shows his girl. He's like, "Yo, look, baby." He's the guard, right? He says, "Yo, look, baby." And she sees the Wendy tattooed, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And she loves him, and they get married. They go on their honeymoon, right? So on their honeymoon, they decide to go to Jamaica, right? So boom, they go to Jamaica, and while in the bathroom, there's a big ass Rastafarian standing at the stall pissing, right? So Holmes look over at the Rastafarian, right? And he sees, because his dick is small, and when it's soft, all you can see is WY. You can't see the whole thing. You got to get it hard again to see the whole thing, right? So Holmes look over and shit, and he looks over at the Jamaican nigga. He don't mean to, but he looks over and shit, and he sees the WY on the Jamaican nigga's dick too. He was like, "Yo," he said, "Yo, that's crazy, yo." He said, "What's crazy, man?" He said, "Yo, your girlfriend's name is Wendy?" He said, "What you mean?" So the white guy pulls his dick out, stretches it all out. It says Wendy. Said, "I seen the WY on your dick too, and I thought this shit said Wednesday. Wendy too." The Jamaican said, "Nah, man. Mine says, 'Welcome to Jamaica. Have a nice day.'"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yo, that's
Yo,
funny
you
as
know
hell.
how I know he's drunk and high? That was a long ass story, and I just sat
That
here.
was a long ass title too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Holy
that's
shit.
a joke. That's a joke.
That's great. That was good. That was good. What y'all think about that?
So no offense, white people, but he's saying that black people.
I
Jamaican
did
people-
not say anything. It just reminded me of a joke long
Marcus,
ago.
Marcus said big pause.
Pause. No
No, bro,
homo.
it's a joke, bro, that I heard long ago, bro.
No,
I mean,
did he?
it's a funny joke. There's no pause
I don't
about
know,
it.
DJ. I think we might need to do-doom.
This one,
Nah, he,
Bias sound effect. No, that was funny. That was funny. That was
talk
funny.
about what he said. It was a funny joke. I thought I'd tell it.
No, it was a
Mhm.
funny joke.
Yeah, it was funny, but you
They
know,
do need a
in
big
no
ass
way
pause,
doesn't reflect the thoughts here at ACT Blunt Truth.
though.
Let me just put that out there. It's just a joke, guys.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all. Y'all get nothing new this year. I'm trying to new with you guys.
Uh-oh,
I
somebody
took a
getting
show. I
touchy.
took a show.
Oh no.
They wouldn't all been Diddy affiliated. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
Oh no.
you
We
know,
can get into that whole Diddy situation. We're gonna do that on another episode, another time.
Yeah, definitely.
How y'all feel about this
the
topic, though?
topic.
Y'all want to still touch on that?
Nah, I
Man,
don't know, man.
fuck them niggas. The government has us, you know what I'm saying, blindsided, bro. They're doing something to the left. They're showing what's going on the right. Everybody get prepared. Buy your fucking Lifestraws. Get those little minions. know, talking about them little minions. Get a bunch of those. Get a bunch of them little minions.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
You know what minions are? Them little bald head things.
Yeah,
The bald heads.
from Despicable Me.
The bald heads.
I don't
Glasses?
know what
Yeah.
the hell that is.
Whatever.
Some of them got one eye.
Those who know what bald heads are, knows what bald heads are. Make sure you get a bunch of bald heads, little minions,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
and put them away. You never know. We might
Save 'em
need
for a rainy day.
an army of them.
Yeah.
Might need an army of minions.
Yeah.
To
All right.
to help fight your battles.
I'm with the uptake now.
You know what I mean now?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, I got
it
you,
took me a
got you.
minute. I was
You
processing.
need to know what minions is?
I'm
now?
high. I'm
Yeah.
processing. I'm sorry.
Get some minions, nigga.
Nah, we all know what you
Get
mean.
some minions.
Marcus even knows what you mean.
This is why Rozelle goes first when we start the show because I need to fucking process.
Oh, shit. See, I got one excuse. They got two.
Yo,
Yeah.
Well, he got two. He got
seriously.
one. So it's
yo, I'm doing twice as much as both of them niggas.
yeah.
I'm drunk and high, nigga.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Oh,
You know, so if
Jesus.
anybody wants to come on and be a special guest and team
Yo,
up
look
against
at this,
them, you know,
Arroyo.
as
Good
always.
night to you.
Yeah,
You
seriously.
staying with us? I'm saying it was great. And Marcus says, which one of y'all going to try the straw out on the live with random water?
You know what?
Marcus?
That's a great idea.
I'll do it.
That's a great idea. We're gonna do that.
You tap in next week on Friday.
Nah. We're gonna let the lightest skin nigga do it in here because we don't need you the next episode talking about the black guy. You always gotta be the
Yeah,
experiment.
Well, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. How about we all do it at the same time? Pause. How about we do that?
what we're gonna do, Marcus, right? Well, what I'm gonna do
Good night, GD.
is
Elizabeth
I'm
Royal.
not gonna just drink
Good night,
water.
GD.
I'm gonna use the word S, the S word. I'm not gonna just drink water through a straw without looking at it. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen it. But they have an attachment on the straw where you can actually screw a bottle on. So we're gonna get a bottle of dirty ass water, attach the straw to the bottle, and then pour clean water into a glass, and then drink from that water.
All right. So we're gonna all do it, right? At the same time?
Yeah,
We're gonna do
where-
it live.
where are
so
we
y'all
gonna
can
get
see
the
it. Yo, that
water
was a great
from?
request, Marcus. For real. That was a great request. I like that. That was dope.
That's the question. Where are we gonna get the water from?
Anywhere.
We're gonna have to get something dirty though, like
yo,
pause. But we're gonna have to get
yo,
something dirty that
we-
looks dirty and
Yeah,
show
we
everybody.
can do what I've seen on TV. We go get a jar of water, a bottle of water, dig up some dirt, and pour the dirt in there, and shake it all up, and more water, and the water's nice and brown. The water's nice and brown inside of the bottle, and it pours out clean inside of the jar.
Word.
Be in there.
All right,
All right.
word. So
He's got
Marcus,
a plan.
let us know what you think about that. Actually, give us an idea if you think. He said he already wrote something. He said, not a clip I seen on Facebook. You can use the straw and dirty water and it works.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
if you
know.
got any suggestions other than what Rozelle said, let us know. Since it was your idea, technically, definitely let us know. That'd be dope.
Now, I'm not gonna drink no radioactive water, goddamn.
Piss water.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
seriously.
gonna pee in a cup and drink it.
Although that would be crazy if you could
Yo,
filter
yo,
your
Mom,
own piss
I know
Yeah,
you know.
I mean,
Even though you're in
and just
Florida,
get water.
even though you're in Florida, nigga, I know you know what I'm gonna say when I say this. We'll get the water from Batterson, nigga.
Addison Park. That's right.
We'll
there.
get the water from Batterson. How
Yeah.
about that? How about
That's some
that?
dirty ass water.
That
Yo, when
is
I was
some
younger and I
dirty-ass
went there and
water.
all them shark heads, you remember that? There was mad shark heads cutting that water and there was nothing but oil everywhere. And shit was
Alright, yeah,
nasty
we'll-
as fuck.
Yeah, we'll go to Batterson, bro. Get a nice, and we won't show you some dirty water and say that it's Batterson water. Yeah, that's wild.
You know what? We'll record
We'll
us
do a-
actually taking the water from
We'll do a
getting the water
little
from there.
live of us going to Batterson and actually getting the water first.
We'll
Yeah.
do everything right there. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm
We'll
with
get
that.
we'll get
I'm
the
with
glass
that.
out. We'll put the water in the bottle. We'll do all that bullshit to it. You'll see the differences. We're not gonna cut nothing. No editing. You'll get it live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be dope. I'm with that. So when we doing this? Next Friday?
Next Friday.
Okay.
And to be fair, if there are any interruptions during the filming, and like any accidents like the phone dropping or anything like that,
It'll be
we
the
will
government.
start that shit right the fuck over.
Any
It'll be the government.
abductions, any drownings, anything like that, God forbid.
Right. Any Men in Black.
We'll come back out of
or
that water
blue.
and we'll definitely be record for y'all.
with
Now,
guns.
I'm gonna say something.
He said I'd rather you boil than bro. Fuck that.
Nah, bro, we gotta make sure that it's ready for what it is used for. Like we can't boil water when we out there, you know what I'm saying, surviving.
Okay.
When you in the woods, you know what I'm saying, and you running through the woods and you posted up somewhere, you can't boil shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You better have time to boil some shit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe wet, maybe dying of thirst. Rain dripping everywhere, man. Listen, we gotta get up in there and get some water now, bro.
I mean,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
keep it a buck with you. I kind of like Rizel's idea. At least that'll ensure we don't get any bacteria that we can't afford to have inside of our bodies. You know what I mean? Because that pond is, I mean, honestly, that shit is gross. And even if it was a fucking really bad situation, I wouldn't even swim across that bitch to save my own life. I'd rather run around it. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that water's nasty as fuck. So y'all going first. I'm just gonna be there to go third.
I'm going first. I'm going first.
No, I was just messing with you. We do it at the same time.
I'm going first. Yeah, shot glass.
So
shit.
yeah, back to the other topic at hand. Like, yo, definitely smoke screen, definitely traumatization, definitely MK Ultra. I definitely believe that it was set up as a ploy, and it's gonna tie into our next topic that's coming up. And there's a lot that I want to touch on that involves government officials, politics, and so on and so forth. So,
Yeah.
anything else on that one?
I mean, you guys still been in the class in session, so I'm just waiting to see who's gonna close it out. Who's going for the knockout?
Done, man.
All right, I guess well, because that class in session ended the way it did. We'll let you guys vote, but more importantly, now they're gonna be hit with some last minute shit because we are now into our favorite segment, everybody's favorite segment, the riddle of the day, and I don't know if anybody got a riddle. So this might be spur of the moment for them. I had to hit them with the knockout.
You know what? They never have riddles because they just like white America. They expect the black man to carry us on this juncture right here.
Just so you guys know, this is his segment, and so just like white America,
it's not my.
He created this segment.
It's not.
So
he was the first
we are
to
not
bring
like
a
white
riddle to the
America
table.
because if that was the case, he would not have his own segment.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now what happened.
And he wouldn't be in the front of the
I'm
screen.
gonna tell you what happened right now.
Watch pilot episode 1.
It's the voice. It's the voice. It's the voice. What
Class
you
in
don't know
session.
is you don't.
Oh, he got a class in session? We got no?
We're definitely gonna have to watch the first few fights because I clearly remember asking you guys a riddle, and you were saying, "Yo, that's dope. We should put it on the show."
Okay. All right. So but now we got to do our homework.
Yeah,
You know what's crazy?
Nah,
I think
I don't
what we
recall
should do.
Yeah.
Maybe episode 30, we can go back and find like very important clips of every episode where we all had a point proven.
The remix.
And we go through it on live and we let everybody else see
Right.
what we
Who was lying?
who was right and who was wrong. We maybe put a scoreboard in who had the most losses. or
That
something,
sounds
you know what I'm
good.
saying?
Because you know what? It's okay to mistake. It's okay to say things, you know what I'm saying, and not realize what you're saying. Now I'm playing.
Wrong.
But no. Because you know what?
What he meant to say is it's not okay.
No.
It's okay to acknowledge you're wrong. It's like that one time I came on and apologized, and you guys totally forgot about it. I still was on top of my game, and I apologized. I know what was going on. I fucked up and didn't use the word. I then said,
I give him that credit.
What were we just talking about? Because I'm high.
Exactly. Don't worry. I'm still where we need to be at. So
I need to catch up.
I said I was wrong.
Oh shit.
So don't say that I don't motherfucking admit when I'm wrong. What I'm saying is that, yes, I asked him a dope ass riddle. I think it was what happened to the dollar.
That might have been the first
What
one.
happened to the motherfucking dollar? And they like the riddle so much when I asked them, we were talking shit and shit. They said, you know what? You should ask it on the show. And it immediately became a thing.
Can you
because the audience liked it.
Can you refresh their memory
also,
can you refresh their memory on that joke and the answer though?
No. But you know what? Before he does, I want to lose my train of thought.
The dollar one?
No. I want to lose my train of thought.
Go ahead.
No. Shit, I'm losing my train of thought. It's bullshit. Look, fuck.
Oh, that's that weed, boy.
Yeah, I know, it's so bad. But I'm gonna get on track. Give me a second. Because the reality situation is, when we asked you about that, we also said, "Are you capable of doing this every show?" Because it's demanding, and you said, "I mean, I can with y'all help."
Okay, if I did say
And we
that,
have been.
I don't
helping.
recall that.
We'll have to find that. We'll have to find
Yeah,
that.
we would have to find that. I don't think we have footage of that.
But yeah, I don't think we
Well,
do have footage
we
of that.
do
I think
have-
that was a
we
private
do have-
conversation.
We do have footage. We don't have footage. We have mental recognition between all three of us that the riddle was dope. The people liked it, and we wanted to keep it going as a group.
Yeah.
As a group. And all of a sudden, it became a shell for me that I wore like a turtle. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I got a shell on me. I got a
Well, you
kid
know
around.
what? Honestly,
Yo,
though,
but
you
I
kind of
see-
were the riddle master because you had the riddles every
I
show.
am the riddle
And
master.
then
I am the riddle master.
we actually had riddles ourselves as well, though. So we
I
did
came
help out that
in with
department.
a few, and
I
yo,
am
to
the
be
riddle
fair,
But you do have
he
some dope-ass
talks
riddles.
so much about the black community being better than us light skin. Can't we just
I
help?
do not. I've never.
Can't you just help us
I've-
out?
I've
Don't
never
get caught
said-
out of liquor
Come
depot
on,
walking
man.
out of that
I've
motherfucker.
never said we run fast, jump higher, play better basketball. Nah.
No, he said
You
there
guys,
was the.
just so y'all know, I be with Rozelle a lot, so please don't jump this nigga around. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna help my nigga though. Just know that.
He
You
said,
know what I'm saying?
he
But-
said,
No.
y'all the originals,
No,
and that the white people
they're-
was not
they're-
supposed
they're-
to be here.
They're paying me out to be El Shabbat Jabbar. You know what I'm saying? Muslim
Oh, shit.
terrorists.
Yo,
See,
that's
see
so
what-
fucked
oh,
up. I
shit.
would never do that.
See what they
I'm
doing,
just
right?
messing with him.
You see
Jeez.
what they're doing? I'm El Shabbat Jabbar now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on, that's
Yeah.
not fair.
That's
That's
No,
not
yo.
fair.
actually, I just go pray now with my Blake.
I got some
Oh
candles.
my
I got
God.
some candles
Look.
for you.
We don't use candles. We use clear break.
Who got candles? What?
We don't use candles.
Yo, my bad. Yo, so Marcus said, y'all ever spoke on whether being controlled, or not? Because everyone has different opinions on that, and he got to hear what we think about it. And I think we touched on it slightly before,
Yeah,
but I don't think we ever had an actual topic
I mean,
about
you
it. So maybe that'd be a good one for next week.
You wanted to get on that? Well, Marcus, next week we'll get on that. Next week we drinking dirty ass water and talking about the weather.
Yeah, right.
That's what we doing
Right.
next week.
You know what?
God damn
For
it.
all this, we have to have you on the
Yo.
show, Marcus.
Yo.
You have to be on the show
You gotta
next
be on the
week.
show.
And can
Come
I
on, man.
just say,
Come on,
because
Chris.
we announced that ahead of time, which we normally don't do, anybody who goes ahead and has a show that suddenly is doing that, just know that they heard it here first. Just know they heard it here first.
Yo,
That's all I'm
Marcus
gonna say.
said, "Damn, Spills, thought you was in our community too." Laugh out loud.
Oh,
Nigga.
what's that mean?
Your community is my community, motherfucker. Fuck you talking about, nigga? We y'all and y'all us. The fuck you talking about, nigga?
Y'all might just have a class session, Marcus.
We gotta worry about them. You know what I'm saying?
Them who?
It ain't never about us. If you don't know who them is, motherfucker,
The
then
gray man, the lizard man, the
Man, if you
aliens,
don't
know-
the
them.
CIA, the FBI.
them is them.
If you know
Yo.
them is-
Them is
All right.
them, yo.
So can I ask you guys a
a
question?
whole bunch of them.
The whole bunch of them, nigga.
because
Yeah.
because
And
I
I
know,
don't like them.
Yeah.
no, I feel you. I don't either. But I know that we're gonna go into another topic, so I just wanted to ask this ahead of time. But is music still hitting real different to you guys? Like certain lyrics, ever since a lot of the stuff that's been coming out. Because I was thinking there was like this one lyric I heard in a song today. It was like, "We got terrorists in the USA, the CIA, the FBI, the CIA, the Bloods, the Crips, and the KKK." Y'all remember that lyric?
I haven't even heard that. What song was that?
Oh man, I'm trying to think of the. That's why I was asking y'all
We're gonna
about
have
it.
to find that. We're gonna have to find that.
We'll try. I don't
I didn't
listen to
hear
radio, really.
Did you hear it? You hear them lyrics before? I never heard them.
I never heard that shit. I don't listen to radio.
We got terrorists here living in the USA. The
Anybody out there
CIA,
watching us,
the
if
Bloods
you
and
guys
the
recognize
Crips
these
and the
lyrics, you guys let us
KKK.
know the name of the song or the artist, so we can
Shit.
try to look it up and maybe even present it on the next episode.
Yeah, but it's just funny to me because
Crazy you say that. Though.
we talk about but the artists have been putting this out for generations.
Fuck the artist, man.
Well, yeah, a lot of people have been trying to put this out for generations, and
We've
nobody's
known
what it
this.
is?
We've
listening.
known this for a long
You
time
know
as
what it is?
well. Nobody
And like I said, I
listening.
don't like to get into the whole religion thing as always,
Mhm.
but you know what I'm saying? When you get into them books, yo, and you start doing a little studying and a little researching, um, and not from a religious perspective, but from a spiritual one. Um, you see that in a lot of the books, man. It says that toward the end of the of days will come a time of understanding, of enlightenment, where people will start paying attention.
It
You know what I'm
seems
saying?
like that's happening right now.
That's what's happening right now. People have been hearing this shit their whole fucking lives.
Mhm.
It's been going in one ear after the other.
Right.
Now people are starting to pay attention. But the sad thing is there's still a lot of lost people who are still going in one ear and out the other. And those are the ones that it's our job to reach. You know what I'm saying? The lost ones, the ones who still think that things are still what they've always been. And what they've always been was never what they really was. I don't know if you can follow me on that. Because that was
Nah, I'm
pretty
I'm
deep.
pretty much with you on that
Yeah.
one
Yeah,
because you're
that was
not
pretty deep.
wrong.
I said that, y'all. Yeah, I'm about to get that shit copyrighted.
Yeah, seriously. But it goes back to the Bible, like you said, as above, so below. You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So everything that has happened has already happened, has come to pass, will happen again. It's our
But
destiny. It's our generation. Whatever you
yeah,
want to call it. It's our cycle. It's what it
but what
is.
I'm saying though, what I'm saying is we as a people, if so above is below and the destruction of the world is coming and all that shit, you gotta one be ready to defend your homeland here while still in a physical presence, while still remaining righteous enough to make it into the kingdom. You know how hard that is?
Well, that's the
You know
thing.
what kind
Very
of you
hard.
know what kind of job that is to hold down and defend what you love, but yet still remain righteous enough to be welcomed into heaven. Because just because you go to church, don't mean you going. That's because you motherfucking you buy a homeless man a goddamn Happy Meal, don't mean you going. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot and that goes into it, yo. And right now, the time that we start getting a lot closer to to the to the essence, to the creator, to the father, whatever title you want to give them, because America, honestly and truly, yo, the clock is ticking, yo, and we almost out of time, yo. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Yeah.
I see it.
No,
I see it.
I definitely get what you're saying.
Hell
So I do
yeah.
have a question for both of y'all since you brought that up. I could also answer this question with y'all. We are part of this together. What do you think it takes to get into heaven? We'll start with you, Razan. Then we'll go to Yaiko, and then I still gotta think
You
about
get
it
to heaven,
myself.
bro.
Yeah.
Um,
What are the qualifications?
to even be considered, I think, bro. Honestly, and it's hard for a lot of us. I believe for one is true true forgiveness. You have to be able to forgive all those who have done you wrong in the past. Because at the end of the day, how could you not forgive somebody but expect the Father to forgive you? So first and foremost, and it's hard for people to forgive, but when people do you wrong, you know what I'm saying? It's hard, man. It's like you want to get them back. You know what I'm saying? But but how can you pretend to say, you know what, I forgive you for your wrongdoings if we can't forgive somebody? You know what I'm saying? For one thing, they did wrong. You know what I'm saying? Love. I think love is the key to it all. Because he said, love thy neighbor, love thy honor thy mother and father, and love thy neighbor, and love. Love and cheers me. Love has always been a key word in everything. in everything. The word love. You must love. We don't love each other no more. There's no love anymore in America. You know what I'm saying? Like you see somebody and you just walk by and then there's no love. We don't have that anymore in America. Um, I believe I'm tearing up. Excuse me, guys. I
It's all good.
believe I believe that accepting him as the Father, as the one true and only God is the only way. They say you have to go through his son. But why go through his son if he said give him all the praises? Like I'm so confused and I'm so constricted with conflicted. I'm sorry, guys, with what you need to get there because I want to get there. But everyday life makes it hard.
Yeah.
Makes it hard. If you guys don't like and see me right now, they'll tell you I'm volunteers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong
I
with that.
apologize.
Nah, I don't apologize for that. This is real stuff.
We need to love one another, man. Respect, honor, cherish,
Yeah.
uphold. You know what I'm saying? One another, because we've lost compassion
Yeah.
for thy neighbor. You may not have lost compassion for your brother, your cousin, or your best friend, but for your neighbor.
It's really not easy. Like you said, it's really not easy. Like there's so many things, and yeah, it could all be a test. There's so many things that happen that just makes you know, as human beings we forget things, and sometimes we set a principle and a goal, and we forget that goal because things in life just challenge us and they make us forget who we are, who we want to be, and get out of character and things like that happen. So I get what you're saying for sure, and it ain't no right or wrong answer. But that was deep. That's a deep question. That's why I kind of sparked it for me. And ain't nothing wrong with the tears, man, because that's real. That's real. Marcus also said there's no genuine love no more, only fake love. It feels like. So he definitely agrees with you. I want to hear what Yaiko got to say. I'm still kind of conflicted with the whole thing too myself on what it takes to get into heaven, but I do agree that the love it doesn't feel the same, man. It don't feel the same. Not for everybody, you know. Not I can't say everybody lost love. I do believe there are still some out there, but majority lost their way. Majority lost their way for sure. But yeah, go ahead, Yaiko, do your thing, and try to get my mind right on it. That was deep though, Razel, for real, for real.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
I'll grab you some. I actually got to piss anyways.
bro, that Boquita, that A60s.
Yeah, I'm leaving on some ghetto shit. This is a hood show.
But we give it to you raw, uncut, and honest as we can.
That's right.
Oh,
Listen,
shit,
this is
man.
a small, tight area, so you're seeing us from the ground up. That's all this is, and we're going places. So don't worry about that. But that was some deep shit, and yeah, dude. The reason why I don't subscribe a lot to the written word is because of its alterations throughout every iteration that's come out. What's been left out, what's been put in, what's been redacted, what's been altered, what's been flipped and changed, and what sentences have been put together certain ways. Like, the Bible's never read easy. And, I'm pretty sure my mother confirmed this on one of our shows, but I read that fucking Bible 5 goddamn times cover to cover as a young man and walked away just as confused as when I first went into it. It is designed that way, but it was never meant to be that way. Um, the language was broken and split up. We've heard those stories. Those stories are true. Once upon a time, we all did speak the same language. We built a tower that rivaled going to the heavens. And when they saw that, it wasn't liked and it was struck down by God, and all these things. Why? Because we became a threat. Natural disasters happened, things occurred, our people started over each time. And it's the same cycle, different situation every time. It's all good.
You gotta say that. Go. My apologies.
No,
My
it's all
apologies to you
good. It's
guys
all
out there,
good.
but the real show. Let's do this. Hope I ain't
Um,
missed a lot.
no, you didn't. You didn't. I was just talking about well, all of it. But
I didn't get that.
yeah. But no, it's true. A lot of it comes down to love, but despite the book saying love thy neighbor, I believe that it starts with loving yourself first. Because I've in my life experience, I've come to realize that until I learned to love myself, I couldn't love anybody else. Um, and the reason why I say that is I lived a very miserable existence for a long time because I did not love myself, and so my misery was on my aura, and that aura manifested onto other people. And when you feel that vibe from somebody, you just don't want to be around them. They bring your mood down. And that's essentially what it is. You have to learn to love yourself before you can love others. You should love everybody like they are family, because technically we all are family on a certain level. Um, I don't know, like what it takes to get into heaven. Like I said, love yourself, because the creator is a part of all of us. He is everything and we are it, and we are created in its image. And no matter which way you slice it, if we return to him, we're going to return to him. Like whether it's because we become a part of him again, or we just meet up with the entity at some point, or whatever, however you depict it in your mind and it makes you comfortable. The reality is you can't get there till you get out of your own way.
So you believe you just gotta love yourself, and as soon as you learn to love yourself, that he that is the key to the walkthrough.
No, it's not just that. There's many
Well,
factors, but the reality is we're the makers of our own hell
what
and heaven.
what what do you believe? Because you're being around the bush. You my boy, know that. Being around the bush. What do you believe you have to do as a human here on Earth in order to be accepted?
You got to accept yourself. You got to love yourself. Period.
That's it.
That's a part of it.
No,
You got to
What's the
no no.
what's the what's
That's
the
that's a
that's
part.
Africa. That's African. Period. No,
Africa?
that's
That's
part of it.
Africa DNA.
Yeah,
That's what we doing.
no, that's Africa all over again.
You
I'm
just
saying
you just gave a whole bunch of points about like why you don't know why, like how is it that you can't get it. It starts with loving yourself.
I think ultimately he said loving thy neighbor, loving everybody.
Right. There's
loving
10
like the Lord.
commandments for a reason, though, is what I'm saying. So you can't just sit here and say to me, oh, well, only give me one reason. It's not just one way you're going to get in.
So what I'm saying is that so you feel if you can break majority of the Ten Commandments.
No.
No, that's what I'm asking you as a person to person. What do you think you need to do? And you just say love yourself. So you can love yourself and still be a fucking mass murderer and still be in love with yourself.
Right. But
So
but here's my thing, though. All right.
So what do you believe you need?
You're a
having another
mass
class
murderer.
session?
Hey, all right. So here's my deal. You believe in demons. Yeah.
Of course.
You believe in angels.
Of course.
So
I-
they so so
believe
so
in-
if
I
one
believe in-
side exists,
I
but hear me
believe
out,
in-
hear me out, hear me out.
I'm gonna just clear it up. I'm not necessarily demons and angels. I just believe in good and evil.
Okay. Either way. So we'll label it angels or demons, good and evil, right?
Right.
Either way, do you believe that God created both?
I believe yes, he created all things. But
Okay,
Well,
okay,
hold
no,
on.
no, wait. Let me finish. Let me finish. So you can get to my
all
point.
right.
So if God created all things, good and evil, and somebody goes out on a mass killing spree, right?
Right.
God created that. He created every sequence of that. Everything that happened could not have happened if God didn't deem it so. So the reality is, but the reality is the perspective of right and wrong comes from the person who was harmed by the act. You get what I'm saying?
You know,
No.
I get what you're saying in a certain sense. I
You
do
create
believe
your own
I feel
heaven
like
and
we all
hell.
have a choice still, regardless. But I do believe that we need to know evil to understand good, and vice versa. So I get what you're trying to say. Like people do things like this, like for example, the truck thing in New Orleans, so that we can learn from that to realize other things branched off of that, basically. So
Everything
sometimes
happens.
tragedy happens for a reason. It's not necessarily, yeah, it's evil. Things
Right.
are evil, but there's also lessons from the evil that make the good greater, if that makes sense. Or vice versa.
Or vice versa, because the reality is God doesn't look at good deeds or bad deeds. He sees everything as just this is what he has in
Learn. I
motion.
feel like
You get what I'm saying? So to him,
No.
there is no good
it's
or
a
bad.
mystery.
Life and
God's a
death,
mystery, but
all that stuff, everything is just to him. Yes, there's a moral compass on a certain level because there's things that we like versus don't like. But is there wrong or right
No,
in
no.
the eyes of God?
There's
Does he think that
definitely
it's wrong
yo,
for a lion
there,
to eat a deer? I
there's
don't think
definitely
so
a couple,
because it happens.
bro. You definitely fucking. This is the reason why God, the Father, destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah because it was evil. This is the reason why he flooded the earth because of the fucking Nephilims, and then they were destroying the land and eating the humans. You got to get rid of them because of that reason. He destroyed the world because
But
it was evil.
but
So
that doesn't
yes,
make
he
sense
knows.
though.
He gave commandments of what you could do, what you couldn't do. So yes, he definitely has a guidelines, bro. He gave us the guidelines. He,
so
he gave us the
I mean
guidelines. What do you mean?
some of those are probably man written too though, but
No,
not
no.
but I get what
A
you're saying
lot of
though.
them are
Ultimately.
probably man written, but you know what though?
I get what you're saying
You know what
ultimately
though?
though.
Even if a lot of them were man written and changed up, that still comes from somewhere.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is that I think that if you accept the role that you were given by the authority that created all entities in existence, once you accept it and you learn to love yourself and your role in it, you will find heaven because you sought that out in your life. Versus if you hated yourself and you made your negative energy happen, you're going to find your hell in the afterlife because
So
that's what you
so
left behind as
you're
far as your
you're
energy.
see when you speak, and I just it just dawned on me, like 4:25 in the morning. You don't believe in a physical father.
No, I believe that God doesn't have a form.
That's I never really.
But you believe he does have a physical form?
Well, yes.
Why would he
Like
need
us?
one?
Why would he need one?
Yeah. I mean, if he created everything, why would he need anything at all? He can do whatever he wants. He can live in the air. He can breathe on the water. He can. Why would he need a physical form and look like
Right,
us?
right. Like I said before, bro. You've ever seen the movie Lucy? When she had control of her brain, she was able to do whatever the fuck
But she
she
disappeared.
she wanted to. But she could also reappear if she wanted to as well.
Yeah, but
But
we
she
didn't
could,
matter.
but what I'm saying is she could reappear if she wanted to as well. So what I'm saying to you is it says we were made in his image. We're like nothing else on this planet. Closest thing to us are primates. So when it says we were made in his image and we are man, what is it? That means we had to look like something.
Yeah, but what couldn't it just be another alien race?
So
Whether it was an alien race, it was still motherfucker with two legs, two arms, a head, some eyes, a nose, a mouth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And reproduction organs.
So
so
so what you're saying is
So
you pray to them and I pray to the creator that created them too.
so no, so check this out, right? So it's crazy, right? Yo,
Because they didn't pop up out
just a
of thin
quick
air.
question before I even get into my shit. If I know they label the devil bad, right? But
Yeah.
why is it every time you say I'm gonna play devil's advocate, you're kind of balancing out both sides so that things can be peaceful?
Well, it's not about balancing both sides to be peaceful all the time, though. Sometimes you want a little bit of chaos. That's why it's devil's
Well,
advocate.
devil's advocate is usually agreeing with both sides and kind of pointing out a factual on both sides.
It's actually point out.
You know what I'm saying?
It's actually point out the fact of both sides. Both sides have different fight.
Exactly.
Well, it's not that depends. I mean, that's an opinion. It depends on the person
up to
that's
the
actually
devil.
doing it.
It's up to the devil.
It
So I
depends on
would
the
play
person.
my
Yeah.
own
So
advocate.
like, if he has his own agenda,
right.
then he's gonna do it for reasons to cause argument. But usually, when they mention devil's advocate, it's like, "Oh, play devil's advocate." When they say that, it's a saying because saying, "Oh, I see both sides."
Listen,
You get what I'm saying?
when I say it,
So-
one, I do see both sides, but I also see how I can turn the situation to get people to argue too. So I'm like,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying
play
the saying.
devil's advocate.
The
Though,
saying
you know.
itself is basically saying, "I see both sides." Basically, so
Yeah.
that's basically what I'm about to play right now.
Okay.
That's the reason why I said that.
Okay, we need to stop getting into it.
Yeah. I threw my Pokemon
go
card
ahead,
out
go
there
ahead.
real
What you
quick.
got? What you got?
So
Playing devil's advocate.
yeah. So
Guys,
I agree with both of y'all.
guys,
And
in the comments,
Yep.
on live, whether on YouTube, do you believe God is a ball of energy, or is he a a person?
To be fair, I never
I'm
said a ball of
asking-
energy. I just said that it
Well,
lives in everything.
He had to look like something. I said, look at him. He had legs and arms. You said, no. You pray to them. I pray to those who made him. So if he wasn't a human, wasn't a fucking alien, then what was he? You say he's energy, bro.
Yeah, I said he's in energy.
I'm gonna get into. The original question. For me personally, playing devil's advocate, I agree with both of y'all. I believe in order to get into heaven, you need forgiveness. You need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive those that done you wrong, and love. You need to love everything and everybody because everything was created by the one true creator, and everything is beautiful no matter what. At the end of the day, I mean, evil, yeah, we get disgusted by it, but like you said, we learn lessons from it. So I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? So I believe to get into heaven, I believe personally, we can't get into the heaven until we reach our highest potential, and I believe we're put on this earth to learn and learn and learn and learn. And when we go, we bring our energy back to the source, and the source sees what we learned, who we are. And if he feels we're ready, he keeps us. And if he doesn't, he sends us back out here to learn more shit that we need to learn. But ultimately, forgiveness and love, I feel, played some of the biggest parts, if not the biggest parts, in getting into heaven because we have to be purified. And in order to be purified, we need to know everything. So we need to be all knowing in order to be accepted. That's my personal belief. But I do, when it comes to physical
I'm
form,
behind that.
I believe both sides as well, because I believe we were created by something that looks like us and we were made in its image. And that's ultimately the person that we speak on in this world of being God. But I do believe beyond that, that there is a one true creator, which is the source, which is energy. Because I mean, when you think about it, what's the source? A source is an outlet, and we're just plugs that plug into the shit. And you get what I'm saying? So I'm playing devil's advocate right now.
A source, a non biological source, one day decides to create celestial biological beings.
Mhm. And the planets and the stars and everything.
Animals, insects.
And it's so powerful it can live
Plants.
within or outside. I mean, who knows if
He
maybe
can do
it's
whatever
like
he
a
wants.
computer program, like you can build like a video game inside of a world, but you can't go inside that game. You can't live inside of the system that you built, but you can fuck with it from the outside. You can manipulate it, you can change it, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, we could talk about a whole.
What if that's the creator? We don't know.
If
Like we don't
talking
really
about
know
a
what's
whole
outside
fucking
of this.
living in a computer, that's a whole nother topic we can get into. But
Yeah, I don't think we should
living in
go
a
there though right
simulation,
now.
so that's definitely potential.
Well, I
what
mean,
could be
everything
going on.
that exists right now is on a spectrum of light, anyways. It's on a spectrum of light and sound. So if it can all be measured by light and sound, then basically everything that's inside of a computer is what our reality is made of too. Light
Well,
and sound.
when you think about it, the Matrix is mentioned in biblical.
Mhm.
It's mentioned in movies. It's mentioned in everything. When you think of the Matrix, and
Right.
ultimately, the Matrix is one big ass fucking computer.
That's all it is.
It's one big ass computer,
But-
and we
but-
can actually do it right now. Like if we had the technology to put our brains into that laptop, we can go
But-
into that
but-
laptop and not realize that that's a fake world.
And in the movie though, wasn't the Matrix not a man? When he finally met the Matrix, was he not a man? A white man, but a man.
Well, no,
I
he
thought
was
it
he
was
was
the
just a
one.
program in the Matrix. He was one of the most powerful programs in them. But the
He
Matrix
was-
itself
no,
is
no,
a
no.
is a culmination
No,
of
he
all
wasn't-
programs.
He wasn't one of the most powerful programs. He was
He was the
the
father.
program that created all the other programs.
Actually,
And
wasn't
another-
a lady? Wasn't it a
Well,
lady
no,
that created the
he
Matrix?
was
who
that
wrote
was the
who
eighth
wrote the
version.
book.
Yeah, he was actually the one that originally wrote the first script, which was perfect. You're right, and he created all the things in that one first. So yes, he was the original creator, but then the humans
Right.
rejected it, and he had to make it like 8 more times after that or something. Was it 8 times?
So
what a-
going over and over and over.
Yeah.
But he still was the creator of everything.
So the
Right.
Oracle wasn't she? Wasn't the one that
No,
She was the second in command,
She was like-
basically.
she was like
I thought she created the
like a
angel.
higher rank. If you want to get like a higher rank angel.
Well, even the way
Okay.
he described it, he said, if I was the Matrix father, then she would undoubtedly be his mother. So
Yeah,
he
well, that's what I'm
creates
saying.
it. He creates it. She takes care of it. But the cycle was always to start over again until they can find a perfect matrix that can
But
keep people under
That
control.
was kind of my point because for me, I felt like it always had to do with a female and a male. I think we talked about this in one episode before,
yeah.
where everybody says, "Oh, thy father," but they never mention a woman. And I believe when you look at life itself, it takes a guy and a woman to create life.
Right.
And so why wouldn't it for the creator of everything? Why wouldn't
Right.
it be two? Why would it just
Two
be
energies
one?
that collided and created everything.
Exactly. So like that's why I was asking you about the oracle and everything because I do believe I remember them saying she was the mother, and if that's the case, they're telling you right there that there's a father and a mother,
Right.
of the Matrix.
Right. That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not saying anybody's right or wrong because we really don't know.
No, but I think
We
that
really
makes
don't
more
know.
sense than anything because like I said I listen to God through life, right? So like let's say, all right, this is how strict I am with it. If I'm eating something and it drops on the floor, God smacked it out of my head and said I'm not supposed to eat that. If I eat that last bite, maybe that's gonna fuck me
I've been
up.
doing that sometimes.
No,
You know
no,
what I'm saying? That's
no.
just how I live.
What are you gonna do at the end of the day? You're running with the last sandwich that was on the floor.
I'm gonna say, God, sorry if
Listen,
you did this, I gotta eat this.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm
Right, but
sorry.
at the end of the
This could be
day,
a test.
I
Maybe you
know
want me
that
to,
you
maybe you
made
want me to
me-
pick it up and eat it.
right. You made me do this because you know I want to live because you gave me the will to live.
Okay.
So here I go eating this sandwich, about to fuck myself up
Here we
because
go.
you want me to.
That
Thank
was a
you
good
for
question.
that.
You know what's crazy? This whole thing got triggered by the riddle of the day because you guys are procrastinating because none of y'all got nothing.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Kind of put you guys on back burner, huh? I know. I already know about that. About it. You don't got nothing.
Here we
either.
go. Here we go. Here we go.
You know what's crazy?
What's got 5 toes
I
and it's
don't.
not your
I
foot?
don't have anything. You're right. None of y'all got nothing? Do I gotta Google? I don't wanna Google
What's
something, 'cause then
what's
they-
got 5 toes and it's not your foot?
Is this a real riddle?
I guess. Can you have an answer?
5 toes and it's not your foot.
Yeah.
5 dead people.
No. No.
Your hand.
All right. I guess that's the riddle then. What's got 5 toes and it's not your foot?
There you guys go. I guess it happened that fast. That's what happens at AC. So it's not true. Niggas on their toes. 5 toes. And it's not your toes.
But it's not your foot. I know what. I got it.
If he got it, he's the riddle master.
Here we go.
A AAA member. A member of AAA.
No.
You get 5 toes. you get 5 toes.
Yo, that was a good answer, but no.
No, that's a great answer, yo.
That was a great answer. It was.
A trip to Florida.
No.
You get at least 5 toes on the way to that motherfucker.
All right.
Goals.
So here we go.
Those are goals.
Goals.
I was so
Oh,
busy.
yeah. Look at
I said
he
toes.
changed his shit up. Look at that.
I
Play
said
on
toes.
words.
I said toes.
Right.
My bad, I'm a lyricist. I'm not a rapper.
Plays the play on words, man. Oh, he said, I don't be reading no
Yeah.
dictionaries.
No, I just had to mention that. Rosell told me that shit earlier. That shit was dope.
Okay. So
Lyricist,
what?
I'm not a
I'm
rapper.
sorry. What was our next topic? We had. Are we done with that other one? Like, how we feel about it?
Did anybody guess the anybody try to guess that one? All right. So I guess we'll get into the next topic. Probably give you guys some time, whoever's on.
Did anybody comment on what
Shout
they
out
believe?
DJ Aries, our brother. Love you, brother. Rome
Hey,
hard.
what up? How you doing, Dan?
Appreciate you, man.
Angel.
Tuning in. So we get into the next topic.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
So this one kind of touched me earlier, man. We talked about it behind the scenes and stuff like that. This one had me tearing up, man. I was in my work truck. I was driving and shit. I'm listening to this shit, and then I'm seeing like the footage and shit. I'm like, yeah, nah, this shit ain't right, bro.
Yeah.
This shit ain't right. So this is usually Truth Shall Set You Free. We usually talk about convicts that were wrongfully accused and convicted and got set free after doing at least 30 years. Sometimes it's 15, but those are usually like the Caucasians and stuff, not to be racist. But it is what it is. If you guys go back and you guys watch, you guys will notice the trend on everything in the years. But the true matter of the fact right now is this guy named Robert Brooks. And when I say this guy, I mean like blessings to him and his family. I hope everything turns out okay for his family. It's gonna be a hard one to get through. I can't imagine. And so
Okay.
yeah, it was bad. Robert Brooks. They're saying that his
Awful,
death
yo.
could have been worse than Rodney King and George Floyd. And they had some Rodney King's still alive. He survived. I don't know if he's still alive today, but he survived.
Right.
And George Floyd died, but he died suffocating, which kind of sucks. That should suck.
Yeah, but
It is what it is. But this dude got tortured. Robert
Awful, yo.
Brooks got beat to
Awful.
death while handcuffed by several cops. There was 13 cops altogether. Half of them watched, half of them beat him up.
and a
one
bitch ass nurse.
and one nurse. Yep. And nobody did anything. There was one person filming, and I guess that's why the video went viral. But this dude got beat to death in the worst way. Like it was bad. Like he suffered. He got tortured. He was depleted, man. He got kicked in the groin, everything, stomped on his nuts, all that shit. Like it was bad. It was really bad. And then when he died, they stripped him naked and left him there laying on his back. Like it was just terrible. So Truth Shall Set You Free today is this. Them niggas need to all get locked up. Like this, for my opinion, termination is not enough. They're talking about, oh, they're terminated. Who gives a shit? They should be gone. They should not be here. They should be somewhere locked up or even a death penalty, bro, on some real shit. And I don't care if they wasn't throwing the punches or stomping. They still had something to do with it. They ain't stop it. They watched it. They still had something to do with it.
That's it.
What they talking about. Just had the tables turned. Let's just say that. All right, we're not racist on the show, but let's just say that was the light-skinned guy, and that was 13 black cops and one black nurse. What you think was going to happen? Right. I already know about that. I think.
You know my answer. I'm not even gonna answer that question.
Yeah, so you can skip over that one. But I think we all know the answer.
It would have been, you know what? I'll say it would have been a straight up guilty across the fucking board to every single one of them, whether they had a hand in it or not, and they probably would have gotten their family members involved too, and probably tied in some people in their community because that's how they do you. They don't just go after you; they go after everybody that you know and love too, and they make everybody's life miserable just to prove a fucking point.
Yeah.
Now,
but then these fucking rich assholes get shot up because their insurance policies suck dick and they want bodyguards. But this man is cuffed in your custody,
helpless,
beaten to death.
Now,
I hope.
Now go ahead, bro.
Nah. I'm
gonna
go.
Let him have it, man. Let him have it.
Because it's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. Look, I know what I said. I said I don't believe that God thinks there's a right or wrong, and I believe that. But I believe there's a right or wrong. That bothers my soul. I don't like it. So I'm gonna say something about it. That's fucked up bullshit right there. Every single one of them, I agree with you. Every single one of them should not only be locked up, it should be locked up in minimum security with some of the hardest motherfuckers in there, and they should get ditified and all the bullshit before they kick the goddamn bucket. Because you know what? That was some real fucked up shit that y'all did.
Fact. And yo, real quick before you continue going, real quick, 'cause I want you to keep going. But all of a sudden, we're waiting for a live video signal. All of a sudden, the broadcast is waiting for a video signal. So we're gonna get this live back up and running because obviously we touched the nerve with somebody. Something ain't right. Something ain't
I use
right.
that word alleged. I use
All
the
of a
word
sudden.
alleged.
So we're gonna get back on. How's it look on your feed over there, Razel? Are we
Good.
still on?
Good, man.
Look, I don't listen. This entire show, we said it from the start. We're going to continue to say it. This is our opinion. This is what we believe. We
That's
are
the word
just
alleged,
giving
though.
off the appropriate information from the sources that are given, and then we give our opinions. If you don't like what we're saying, fuck you.
Yep.
We do.
With a capital fuck you.
There's obviously something not right because
Yeah, of course.
all of a sudden they done kicked us off of a live before on TikTok. Just so you guys know, if you guys didn't see that episode, we must have touched a nerve with
You might
something.
got
And
to
that's what
start
we
a new
do.
one.
That's
Can
what
you start a new one or no?
Let me see. Marcus said that was a sad video. That was the last thing I saw. And it says we're waiting for a live video signal on everything. So you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna back out and jump right back on. Stay tuned with us, y'all. We jump if y'all guys can hear us. I'm going to back out and I'm gonna jump right back on because obviously we touched the nerve, and I want to hear what all of y'all got to say about this shit because this shit is real, and I don't even care what they feel like. To be honest with you, ban me for 2 weeks. We're gonna come right back on and show y'all niggas that we don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna try to go on Facebook.
Because this shit ain't even right. We're gonna back out and come right back on.
Wait, hold on. Let me see if we can still see the show.
Not live. That's done.
That sucks. Well, that's how they do us, though. You know, we touching on some nerves. That is what it is, yo. Like, look, that behavior is disgusting. Hey, you know, I try not to listen to the news for that reason because a lot of the times it's just always something negative. You know what I'm saying? You may as well hold on to it. You guys are with us still. Appreciate y'all for real. We're gonna get the live going. We know this is gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be recorded and aired, but y'all are seeing this like it was happening live. We don't edit. We don't do none of that stuff. We're raw here. So we keep it real.
Censored. Why is that?
Yep. They shut down our live, yo. That's all I'm gonna say. Like it just suddenly stopped working. I wouldn't be surprised if this episode didn't make it on YouTube either. We'll see what happens. But no. I wonder if maybe I started live on mine.
Yeah, you weren't connected. Are you? Oh, yeah, you weren't connected. Is that letting you do it?
Oh, you are? Hey, so the live is back on. All right. But yeah, no, man, like that whole situation, dude. Fuck that shit. It was dirty. It was more than criminal.
Facts.
It was is this as a human, like it makes me feel disgusted to even call myself a human being. Thinking about it. It never should have happened.
Yep. He's back on, brother. He's back on. Uh-huh.
Do what you gotta do. Uh,
You see that? Yeah, we talk about that real shit, and all of a sudden the live feed break. What's going on with that?
Yeah, it's really suspect, right?
What's going on with that? That's the question.
Yeah, sorry, y'all. We got a little makeshift stand there. If y'all got something in mind, or maybe like a little phone stand or something like that, man, we definitely gotta set up the studio more to bring you guys more info. We looking good. It's,
Niggas ain't stopping us out here, man. They wild. How's it looking, brothers?
my
Yeah, it's
screen is
good.
lagging.
Lagging.
Yeah, it's
These
lagging,
dudes
but
out here wilding. They think they're gonna shut us down. As soon as we start talking about this, as soon as we start getting into this and we start feeling what needs to be done, we shut down. They wilding. Hell no. Not today, my nigga.
Yep, like I said, there's a time to love oneself, and right now you gotta love yourself enough to know if this shit bothers you, you have a right to be mad about it, and you have a right to do something about it.
Right.
Nobody has a right to tell you you gotta just deal with some shit just because they said so.
Yep,
Fuck
facts.
that shit.
And yo, just so they know, if they watching, which it seemed like they watching, they had nothing to do with this. This was all me.
Nah, it's
This is
all
all
us.
me.
This is all us. What
Yeah,
you
it
talking
does.
it's
about?
not bad. It's all us, nigga. Three Musketeers, nigga.
I'm not worried about
Yo,
none of them
listen.
people. You can't do nothing to me that the
Yeah.
creator ain't
Question
already
was
gonna
before
do.
they cut our live was,
Yep.
how do I feel about this shit?
Yeah, please
Yep.
talk, man. 'Cause, I know you got a lot to say.
Just to refresh your memory, we talking about Robert Brooks.
Robert Brooks was an inmate who I believe was on a 12-year bid for some criminal activities he had committed. Was he a good guy? No. Was he a saint? No. But did he deserve to be brutally beaten the way he was? I don't know whether or not you guys see the tapes. Um, it was horrific, you know.
Yeah, it's terrible.
How these, this is not a legend. You can see right in the tapes how these Caucasian men
Mhm.
beat this man, this melanated man, while he's in handcuffs. Now, first of all, and I'm gonna say it, I don't care about nobody else. It takes a special kind of bitch ass nigga to beat somebody while they're cuffed and feel tough about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Any one of you niggas come see me, yo, hand to hand. I want to see how tough you are, man to man, without the handcuffs or the badge or the gun. How tough are you then? Because I mean, to beat a man, I mean, out of 13 of y'all, at least 7 to 8 of y'all took turns beating on a man while handcuffed. And Washington to the white man of America. What the fuck is up with always going for a black man's dick? Are you niggas really that jealous?
That was crazy,
Yo, are
man.
you guys? Shit don't make no fucking sense, bro. Like, you niggas stopped on his manhood. You choked him. You choke slammed him. You picked him back up. You punched him. And you just repeated the motherfucking sequence over and over again, bro. All 13 of you motherfuckers are some bitch ass human beings.
Yeah.
Strip it down. And it shows how weak you are. It took 13 of y'all to beat a man in handcuffs to death, and it took hours or however long it took. Are you serious? That's some weak ass shit, bro. I'm pretty sure if me and 12 of my boys start beating on a nigga that was handcuffed, it wouldn't last that long.
Yeah, I can almost attest to that.
It wouldn't last that long. Y'all niggas some bitch ass niggas, yo.
They let that shit prolong to torture him.
I don't think they were trying to really kill him right off rip. I think they were, you know what they were gonna do? They were gonna beat his ass down like to within an inch of his life, and then they were gonna throw him in and be like, "Oh, the inmates did that to
That's
him."
just well, nah, they can't. Well, I don't think they knew that dude was recording though, right?
Nah, I don't think they did.
I
No,
don't think
see
they knew that
what
was
it
being
is.
recorded.
If you watch the video and intensely, big ups to whoever was in that room recording what happened, yo.
I can't fully say that though.
No, I say because you know why? If you look, yo, like I was telling you guys earlier, if you really look, that wasn't body cam. That wasn't the side of their jacket pocket. I mean their chest pocket, sleeve, pocket, whatever, you know what I mean.
Right.
It wasn't there. It wasn't down low. It wasn't a camera. You didn't see their hands held out. You seen both sides of the zipper of their jacket, which means they had either a body camera or a necklace camera or something that was undetected. Now, check this out. So I know what you're gonna say. We said, but how about if he was down? Whether he was down or not, big ups for having that video footage. Because whether you did it intentionally to the show was going on, to get justice, you know what I'm saying? Or you fucked around and did it to show off and the shit got into the wrong hands. Either way, thank you.
Yeah, so for me, before you go, Yakko, my bad. I just want to elaborate on that because I agree and disagree. I agree with the fact that yeah, he did a good deed with recording it, whether it was a good deed or not, initially and intentionally. But you still let the man die. At the end of the day, you still can't get like my full respect. You
Right,
just don't get it
but
because
but
if we talking about like biblical times, like we were saying, would God sit there and be like, oh, you did a great deed because you recorded it? Would he say the right thing would have been to stand up for that man and make sure he didn't die?
oh,
And
you
if
know,
he went
the
down, you
right
go down
thing,
with
the
him.
right thing would have been to stand up.
You
But
know,
at
so
the end of the day, if
he gets 25,
if,
75
if,
from me.
if you're in a den full of lions and they're tearing into some prey, and you know you're next, if you make a sound, maybe fighting the lions is maybe making sure they'll never eat again.
See,
Right.
so that's that. What that was basically the point I was making. Like to our minds and to the human mind, we would thought like that too. Like damn, you know what I'm saying? We can't have both of us going down. One of us got to get this out there. But
Right.
in the eyes of God, what he had looked at it like that. But he had sat there and said, "Oh well, you know, save your life for the next day." Or what he had said, you should have stood up for that man no matter the situation or cause.
Well,
You get what I'm saying? That's why
uh,
I say 25, 75 for me. He gets 25 because yeah, he did record it, he did get it out there, but 75 I can't give him because he still let that man die. He still let him die.
no,
Like,
he did. But had he died, and then he woke up and then he got killed, then who would know? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a catch-22. Like, like you let one man die, but at the same time, he may have saved hundreds.
Yeah. No, because to that
so
point, they could turn around and be like, well, they'll turn around and kill the other guy, the cop that's trying to stop it. And then they'll say, oh, well, this guy killed our fellow officer. So yeah, it was excessive force, but we were heated in the moment and we killed him in self defense and blah, blah, blah. And then that's how they spin that story. The
yeah,
fact of the matter is that he recorded it and it got the information out there, which is
What
great.
if, what if
but
But
if we're
I still
talking
don't think it absolves him
yeah, because if we're talking
of the
spiritual, if we're
sin.
talking in a spiritual term, right? Versus the human term. The
right?
human term, what we're saying is correct. But at the end of the day, does it matter? Because God knows.
Mm.
Yeah, God knows
You
all.
get what I'm saying? So it's like take it into your own hands or leave it in God's hands. You get what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
But
No, I
even-
get-
It's just
what
ways of
you're
looking
saying.
at it. It's just ways of looking at it. That's all.
but see, the
I
thing
don't think
about
there's
it,
no
though,
right. I don't think you're wrong
see,
either. Bro.
the thing about it though is that that's really one of those catch-22 questions, because if you get involved and save the man's life and walk away, you got involved and that's for God to do. That's it, right? Vengeance it says, so saith the Lord. Now, if you get involved and get killed, it's still wrong because vengeance it says the Lord. If you don't do nothing and you make sure they get punished for it, you're still wrong.
Yeah, it's a tough situation.
You're still wrong
It's tough. Yeah.
because you got them caught, but now vengeance is the Lord.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
who's truly what's the true answer of what you should have done there? Nobody would really know. Nobody knows what God wants you to do.
Right.
I think you would have to be in that situation.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's why I
It's a
say
tough one.
it goes back to knowing who you are. Love yourself, know who you are, and you'll know what God wants you to do in that situation.
And he just tried to put his point on you, Razel. You
He
saw
just
that?
he tried to.
You
I'm
saw
just
that? That was that
Uh,
he snuck that.
but
That was
I,
a good one. That was sneaky.
I'm not going
We're
back
all-
because you know why?
we're all built by God.
Try to win that class session real
God,
quick.
God
That was
put
good.
God put a blueprint inside of us just as much as He put a blueprint around us, and it tells us what to do. That's all I'm saying.
We're gonna let him go ahead and win this one. Now, not win,
Oh,
but end off because I'm hot as hell.
It's hot. Yeah, it is kind of hot.
I
well,
mean,
we do have one more last topic.
oh well, goddamn. That's
Yeah.
Let's definitely let him win that one.
Let's
Then
get
go
into
ahead.
So I
it.
guess
Let's
this
get
joint
into
gonna
it.
get on
I'm gonna
fire.
take that victory no matter
Truth
the
be
circumstance.
told,
I ain't lying. It's hot, bro.
truth be told. Now you're right. Truth be told.
In the
So
winter.
me and Yako was watching a video on Prince, and it was speaking on a lot of stuff with him. I know Yako can get into better detail than I can, but I did watch the video with him. He was speaking. He was exposing the industry, and a lot of things happened with the reason why he changed his name to the artist, which was a lot of it had to do with getting his own masters back, being owned basically by companies and trying to let people know. But also Michael Jackson was letting people know the same message, and
Mm-hmm.
Kanye West.
Mm-hmm.
And Kanye West also said they tried to put him on medication, and he said all they needed to do was do what they did with Prince and Michael Jackson, give him the wrong pill, except from the one wrong pill, he would have been Michael Jackson and Prince all over again.
Right.
But yeah, so Yako, this was your topic. We watched this together, so I definitely will elaborate. But I want you get into more detail of it because you have more of a description than I do.
Appreciate you. Yeah. So Prince, if anybody hasn't heard, Prince was actually found pronounced dead on a fentanyl overdose, which is, if you're a Prince fan, you know that seems really unlikely considering his lifestyle didn't account for drugs. He was he was healthy, good habits, all that stuff. I mean, the guy looked like he was in his 30s, maybe even like 20s, and he was what, 60, 50 something. Like he was up there. He's looked like a young man.
Facts.
He took care of himself. So to hear that he died mysteriously by fentanyl overdose, there was no medications prescribed. Like the medication bottle that they found was prescribed by some doctor that they didn't even. There's no trace. It just the breadcrumbs didn't make sense. Michael Jackson spoke on the industry's wickedness. And what it boiled down to was, the complaint was that all artists are controlled through their masters, their master copies is what I'm saying. So like, for example, Prince could not use his music anywhere if the industry did not okay it. They reaped 70% of the income for the work that another individual did. That doesn't seem right. 30% to the artist, and then the artist has to pay his crew out of his own pocket, out of that 30%, and the industry keeps 70. The math ain't mathing. So, it was Prince and Michael Jackson's. Well, looks like my phone just died, so that cut off.
Yep.
Show's over.
Almost. It's still recording. We're still on right
recording?
now. It's gonna be shutting off pretty soon.
Oh,
But
the
we
show's-
almost done.
All right. So, anyways,
Show's over.
the long and short of it is this: they were fighting to get their masters back. Prince finally gets his back. All of a sudden, dies on a fentanyl overdose. Michael Jackson was putting it out there about the same stuff, and then all of a sudden, he winds up mysteriously dead. Many artists that are finding their way. Many artists who are finding their way through the industry and or around the industry are either mysteriously coming up dead and or being silenced. And this is something that we need to look into. It's monetization on a very strict level. It's a form of control and it's a form of abuse. And a lot of these people, a lot of these artists, whether they're actors, musicians, dancers, whatever it may be, they get caught up in this shit. And we're all in on it. We're all guilty of it. Anybody who tunes in, who watches, and whatever else, and you're contributing.
That's why we stay independent over here and we do everything ourselves.
Facts.
Don't
Right.
trust none of them. You feel me?
Never had, never will.
Facts. And if we don't get on to be $1 million, die well. I'm
Yeah.
cool where I'm at right now, anyways. I mean, better's always good, but hey, we ain't on that Diddy shit. That's why we ain't getting on where they want us to be at, doing all this other crazy shit. Like, man, fuck out of here. Y'all keep that shit. That's just for the birds.
Yeah, honestly, not about that life.
Facts. We control everything ourselves, man. We don't got to worry about nobody watching over our shoulder or none of that shit.
And Cat Williams actually talked about a lot of this stuff too, and how he was mentored with he had met Prince when he was maybe around like 10, 11 or 12, some to that effect, and mentored with him for a little while. So that was kind of cool. And I suggest you guys do your research into these artists. Stop, giving them a hard time. Stop, what you don't know what they're going through. You have no idea the amount of pressure and the bullshit and the imagine, a lot of us want to leave our parents' homes or whatever else because we tired of the rules and whatever else. But imagine having a whole fucking world watching you 24/7 and expecting you to be a certain way because that's just what they expect of you. And the moment you act anything any differently, your whole life gets turned upside down. That shit ain't right. That goes right back to a sin from the testaments. One of the sins is do not worship false idols. We do it every day. Every day.
One of the sins is thou shalt not burn up the spread info. We're doing it right now. We're burning it up for you guys.
I didn't read that. If I read that, I don't believe that. But yeah, I don't know what you think about that, like that whole industry stuff, man. Because I mean, we talked about Cat Williams' medallion too, right? How that man, he's like a traveling Mason.
Yeah.
Spreading the good word.
Actually, we can get an episode going on about that too.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that.
Facts.
Definitely.
There's a lot of stuff going on about that. It went viral. Definitely gonna talk about that too.
But what do you think, Rozelle? Like that whole industry stuff, all of it, how it all ties together.
I think you're absolutely right, bro. Like I have no qualms with what you said. These dudes is one big conglomerate that they work within themselves, within like in themselves, within themselves, and they have one agenda, and that is the control, and destroy. You know what I'm saying?
And dominate.
Yeah, and that's it.
That's it.
There's no other agenda. They're not gonna let you come in right now, spreading love, peace, and harmony.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You're out of there. That time for that kind of music is done. And that's why there's no R&B no more on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Now you got rappers singing the words, "I'll murder you." You know what I'm saying? Instead of a singer telling a female how much he misses her.
Right.
They're not going to allow that no more.
Right. It's a different agenda. It's a different world.
Done. Yeah, it's done. It's done.
And what do they do when they can't control you?
Put you in jail, make you seem crazy, or kill you.
Yep, there you go. All three things that they do. Those are the top of the list right there.
Or they fuck with your family and your finances. Because they can do that too. They can shut down every bank account you got, take away all your money. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Money don't mean shit. It's just another tool of the devil.
You know, that's why sometimes
Don't
our
mean shit.
history kind of makes us it kind of fucks us over for our future when they find out what your history actually is. They use that shit against you hard.
Always. But you know, they manipulate and change history too. So you guys got to do your own research. Because I'll tell you, I think I said this on the show before, but when I was in high school, I did my research and I had a history report that I did. And I'll tell you what, when I found out that they were leaving things out from each book and separating it, I always question why. Why don't nobody question these things?
Right.
Why are you separating it into different books? It all happened. All the timelines are right there. It's all like it coincides, and yet they're in separate books. Come on, man. You guys, come on. It's in front of your face. I get fucking tired of seeing this shit, and then everybody look at me like I'm crazy and shit. I'm not crazy. Y'all are blind. Open your fucking eyes. Look at the control. I knew there was control in this fucking world. 7 years old. I'm like, wow. All these dumbass people coming to church giving a hard-earned money that they work 6 days out of the week to get to an entity that don't exist because it doesn't need money. It never created money to survive. It created all of us. It created everything in existence. So it doesn't need it. It's just weird to me. And as adults, y'all go in there, you flood these doors, and you believe these assholes that are preaching this nonsense to keep you under control. Don't get me wrong. Not all of them are coming from a bad place. Not all of them are. Some of them are genuinely good people, but they're still preaching nonsense.
How's all live looking over there, Roselle? Anybody mention anything?
Nah. What much Andrew said, what up, haha, what up, haha. Fellas, what up, fellas?
Oh, what up, bro?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
You got to come on the show one of these days.
Yeah, most definitely, yo. I know it's hot as fuck, yo.
Yeah, we're gonna start wrapping this thing up.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up now, right?
And to the source, if you're watching and you're listening, which I know you're watching and listening to all things, you feel me? I've done some wrong in my past, you feel me? And I've always made excuses saying, oh, well, I wasn't as bad as some people in this world. It's still just a shitty ass excuse. So if you don't forgive me and I'll make it to heaven, all I ask is that my kids do when their time comes. Please accept them if you don't accept me. You feel me? And that's a big thing for me.
I second that one. I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I believe in the reincarnation, rebirth, and like you said, it goes back to learning to become a full, true entity being outside of this dimensional realm, and that takes work. That takes bravery. So, yeah. All right.
I'm your moderator / instigator, Roman Christopher. These are my co-hosts, Yaiko with the merch. Roselle with the microphone drop.
we gotta get used to the new gear.
With the truth serum, aka Broquito, the drink of AC so true. Episode 26. Love y'all, man. And we are out of here. Next week, y'all. Hell yeah. DJ.
It's your boy Yaiko. Remember, like, subscribe, share, and comment below. This is A6O's Blunt Truth. We out.